Hey everyone, just wanted to let y'all know that my physical copy of my graphic novel is now available to purchase on Amazon. There's also the ebook form, but it's finally done. I'm excited. Finally got the physical copy ready to go. So if you want to check that out, I'll leave the links down in the descriptions, alright? Other than that, I hope you enjoy the video. Bye. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Wicked Art. It's Wicked here, and I am continuing with drawing my top 5 favorite heroes of all time in Marvel. So, if you haven't figured it out by now, who I'm sketching up in here in Photoshop, my number 3 favorite hero of all time, even though technically he is a anti-hero. Sometimes he does some things that aren't so good. But anyway, that's the appeal of the character, and that's what makes him great. I love his humor, his crassness, just the fact that he is a Wolverine to the extreme, and like more of a comical version of that. But I was introduced to him way back in the '90s, and I just fell in love with this character immediately. And his ability to break the fourth wall makes it even better. I've loved the movies that they've done and Ryan Reynolds' take on it. So, yep, Deadpool makes the number 3. So, what I'm doing is I basically just sketched him up first in the blue, and I lowered the opacity down on that. And now what I've done is I've just kind of put a new layer above that and just called it line. So this is kind of the method you would take if you were drawing in Photoshop. And then I just call that lines, and I start adding more details to it. And then once I have those details, like the shapes of different things, now I go in and I'm just doing the inking. So Deadpool's suit is red and black. So there's a lot of those black areas I'm going to treat the same way I did with like the one I did for Storm yesterday. I'm going to color in completely black or ink in completely black those areas that, you know, will resemble the colors, and then the areas I leave open will be more of a lighter, like a really, really dark gray. And then some areas I leave highlights so that you can see the shape of the muscle or whatever it is that's going over there. Again, I usually tend to, if you're new to the channel, you may have heard me talk about it yesterday if you're not new. But I usually tend to stray towards more of what looks cool as opposed to what's 100% accurate. Although I do implement a little bit of both. So for like instance on this one, not really picking a light source per se, just kind of shading in and leaving open areas that I think are going to look the best in the area of like for instance, like right now I'm doing the sword sheath, and it's all black too, but I really wanted to have some highlights in there, so I left a lot of like lines open again, just in areas that I thought would look cool. And then I just kind of continue around and fill in the rest with areas that need to be dark. And then of course you have to get the classic Deadpool belt mask on there, so that's what I'm putting in there now. But yeah, once I have all that done, I mean the rest of it's pretty simple. I think I went in and just kind of really added some little like line details here and there just to kind of make it stand out so it wasn't just so flat, so like on the fingers and stuff. Adding in some little extra lines that show like creases in the gloves or whatever. But I mean, other than that, I mean, that was really all there was to that. Um, the next step I did is I just used my magic wand tool, um, and just kind of pick on that lines layer. I made sure I selected everything and then inversed it, and then I add a line, a layer below that, and just call it color. So again, we're working in our color flats, our base colors, whatever you want to call it. And again, his suit's pretty simplistic. It's just red and black. So I just filled in the reds, filled in the black with a dark gray, and then of course like the scabbard on the sword, I did like a gold color, and then the pockets for his pouches of infinite ammo and weapons on the side. Just did that with a normal brown color, and I'm go back through and just hit those edges with just kind of like a light yellow color to kind of represent the highlights that'll appear. I did that on the same layer as the color just because there wasn't going to be that much change, but you'll see I'll add a new layer here and just use that same mask and do the shadows. and do much like I did yesterday with the storm image, just kind of subtracting out the shadows that I need on that. And then I will add a highlights layer above that just so I can get, um, the look that I'm looking forward to get in there. The other thing I wanted to do is, if you notice with the style, I went very cartoony just because, to me, I always view Deadpool as a silly character, even though he can be serious. He's very dangerous, very deadly. I just wanted to really showcase more of a cartoony, fun, playful style. So of course it would not be Deadpool unless we made him break the fourth wall, and I'll explain how he did that in a minute. But yeah, once I'm done subtracting everything, I just go in and add a new layer above that. Well, I put it in like a gradient layer on the back. I just use a soft round brush to kind of put those highlights in there. But yeah, then I decided to do this word bubbles, which are usually yellow with a little bit of white in the middle. And I just made him say what he says. Oh, what the hell do you mean uh, I'm your number three? And I just thought that would be funny. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Deadpool's number three. Who's your number three? Till next time, have a great day. Remember to keep sketching, and I'll see you in the next one. All right? Bye.